Hello and welcome to the Maharashtra Brief, where we get you all the top stories from Mumbai and Maharashtra. If you've missed the news during the day, this is the place you can catch up on all that's happened throughout the day in Mumbai and Maharashtra. And this is, of course, the Maharashtra Brief on NDTV's YouTube platform. On the show tonight, we're looking at, of course, that big meeting between the Shiv Sena and the BJP, which is believed to be over seat sharing for the BMC polls. Also on the show, the anonymous poster war gets even more strong with, of course, posters now from both sides and both anonymous. And of course, the messages are quite clear as to who they support. And also on the show, we're looking at whether the Congress will fight alone, given that the MNS and the Shiv Sena UBT are already holding talks to finalize seat sharing for the BMC and other civic body polls. Let's move on to the headlines. The Shiv Sena and the BJP begin seat sharing talks as the BMC elections are announced. Who will get how many seats? That's still not yet decided, but the seat sharing talks have begun. The poster war in Mumbai gets even more intense with, of course, posters now from both sides, and both the messaging on these posters is clear, but who's put them up? No one knows. And finally, the seat-sharing talks between the Shiv Sena UBT and the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena also underway. But will the Congress fight it alone this time? That's the big question. Let's move on to our top story, and that, of course, is the seat-sharing talks between the BJP and the Shiv Sena. Now, earlier on in the local body polls, it seemed that the two parties would fight separately, but after talks, they've decided to go into these elections also together. But who will get how many seats? That's still a major question. And while the BJP expects to keep a lion's share of the seat for itself, Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena is also bargaining hard for its fair share. But will they get what they want? That is something that the talks, of course, will decide. But the seat-sharing talks definitely are underway, and my colleague has more on this story.
After the announcement of the municipal corporation elections here in Maharashtra, a series of meetings started right from day one of the model code of conduct implemented era or period. We saw that today there were major meetings that happened, but the one meeting that stands out is the one between Bharatiya Janata Party and Shinde Shiv Sena at Vasant Smruti for a couple of reasons. Firstly, there has been a lot of chatter about how what is the number of seats that the Shinde Sena will be getting, given the fact that the BJP does not want to rely too heavily on Shinde Sena, which is very clearly the inferior of the two Shiv Senas as far as its performance in Mumbai is concerned. What sources suggest is that the Bharatiya Janata Party has offered only 66 seats to Shinde Sena, whereas the original demand was close to 120 seats. But there will be another meeting that will be taking place in the next couple of days, and it will be interesting to see how this negotiation goes ahead. On the other hand, we also had the discussion about why did the third party of the Mahayuti, that is the Nationalist Congress Party, was not invited for this meeting. And while speaking about it, both Shinde Shiv Sena and Bharatiya Janata Party spoke about how the reason is Nawab Malik. Nawab Malik, on whom there are severe allegations of money laundering and of assisting Dawood Ibrahim and his gang. That is the reason why the Bharatiya Janata Party has kept a distance from him, not just for this election, but even for the Vidhan Sabha election. Now, this will again paint itself into an interesting story, given that the Mahayuti has officially had or developed cracks, at least in Mumbai. With camera person Mahesh Halwai, this is Anuj Dharait reporting for NDTV from Mumbai.
Well, thank you, Anuj, for those details. And now to our second story. Now, the anonymous poster war between the two principal groups in this BMC election seems to have intensified. Messaging is clear. One party, of course, or one set of posters rather, actually appealing to the Marathi Manus, and the other one targeting the opponents, saying the BMC is nobody's family business. So you can quite easily say which poster is put up by which group, but they still remain anonymous. My colleague Abhishek Avasthi has more on this story.
BMC elections are announced now, and we can see that unclaimed posters are put up across Mumbai and campaigning has begun. We are present here at Shivaji Park, Dadar, and you can see behind me one such unclaimed poster which clearly reads that, the Marathi Manus should unite to save Mumbai. It is a final fight of existence of Marathi Manus, and at the same time Marathi Manus should unite for the sake of Marathi. This is a strong and a stern message, and such unclaimed posters have been put up across Mumbai, Dadar, Bandra, Worli area, and what we understand that there is no symbol of any political party on them, but definitely the message that has been written on it supports the stand taken by Thackeray brothers. But to counter this, there are other posters being put up, and those are two unclaimed posters across Dadar, Bandra, Worli and other suburbs areas of Mumbai, and in which there is also a strong message that those who couldn't follow Hindutva, how will they safeguard Marathi people. And at the same time, BMC is not a family business. A strong message in those posters clearly hitting out at Thackeray brothers, and what we understand that those posters also are unclaimed posters, no party symbol and name has been mentioned on them, but the message supports the stand of Mahayuti Alliance, which will be contesting the BMC polls together. So definitely poster wars, more importantly unclaimed posters across the city of Mumbai have been put up, one targeting the other, and definitely we can understand the campaigning for the BMC election has begun, and we will have to wait and watch out for the 16th of January 2026 whose mayor is seated in BMC. With cameraman Sandesh Baikar, Abhishek Avasti for NDTV.
Well, thank you, Abhishek, for those details. And now, of course, to our final story, and this one also from Mumbai. Now, of course, will the Congress fight it alone in the BMC elections? Now, the Shiv Sena UBT and the Maharashtra Navnirman Sena are already holding talks. Sanjay Raut reaching out to Raj Thackeray, the MNS chief. But in all of this, the Congress seems not very intent on being part of this mega bloc, or they want to fight alone is what at least the signals are. Now, will the Congress fight it alone? My colleague Abhishek Avasti has more.
BMC elections have been announced, and what we understand that meetings of political parties have now begun, and it's taking fast pace in the city of Mumbai. And as far as the alliance of Thackeray brother is concerned, an important update Sanjay Raut has given, where he said that soon a formal announcement will be made of both the Thackeray brothers coming together. But most importantly, he made an appeal, he urged the Congress to join the alliance, be part of it, so that collectively they can fight with the BJP. And division of vote will definitely benefit BJP, and that's the reason today what we saw, that a formal talk of alliance, of forming an alliance, and in the near future, basically Sanjay Raut has clearly said that by the end of this week there will be a formal announcement of both Thackeray brothers coming together. He also made an appeal to Congress to join so that there could be a collective fight against the BJP, and division of vote will definitely hamper the collective fight. But at the same time, today we saw Sanjay Raut as well as Anil Parab of the Shiv Sena UBT meeting Raj Thackeray at his residence Shiv Tirth. There were several discussions on the formal announcement of the alliance. At the same time, the sheet sharing arrangement, how it will be done, whether if Congress is included, and most importantly the status of NCP of Sharad Pawar faction. What we understand from our sources is NCP of Sharad Pawar faction is in for alliance with the Sena UBT and MNS, both Thackeray's brother coming together. But what is the hurdle here is the stand of Congress to go solo is definitely impacting the two brothers coming together. We will have to wait and watch out for how does this pans out in near future. With cameraman Sandesh, Abhishek Avasti for NDTV.
That's all we have on the show tonight. Thank you so much for watching the Maharashtra Brief, where we can catch up with all the stories that you missed during the day. For all the latest news updates from India and across the world, keep watching NDTV.